Jermaine, what's happening now? mismo tiempo. Oh, so this is the only package you gave out, my man.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? We
Most
don't have
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jermaine Barrett here, just advising you that we are about to begin. We're beginning in about 2 to 3 minutes. So please stand by for us to start the proceedings. Note as well that we are streaming live on social media channels for the Ministry of Labor and Social Security and the Jamaican Association for Debate and Empowerment. We are currently streaming. So we kindly ask that you keep your microphones muted and get ready to listen for a fabulous show. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that we are doing well this morning. I am excited to be here with you. Today, my name is Roshana Jarrett, and I will be your moderator for this morning's session. And you're probably wondering why you're here. Well, Welcome to the finals, the grand finale of the National Council for Senior Citizens, NCSC, and the JADE, Jamaican Association for Debating and Empowerment Limited Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition. And for the second year in a row, we have partnered with the National Council to make this event a success. And this morning, we are going to be starting out with prayer by Mr. Marlon Johnson, so we can welcome the presence of the Lord with us this morning. Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I'm here. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to invite your presence today to this final of our inter-debating committee. I want to ask you, dear God, to let all the anxieties, all the worries from her participants to be away or from them, dear God. I want to ask to bless the stakeholders, all the trainers, facilitators who are prepared for this, all the persons behind the scene, dear God. When I ask you for a beautiful day, I want to allow persons to be at their best, and through you, all things are possible. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mr. Marlon Johnson. And Mr. Marlon is our parish organizer from the Kingston and St. Andrew Association. All right, I don't know if you're excited, ladies and gentlemen, but for me, this is an exciting moment because we are here to see the finalists for the intergenerational public speaking competition. And to kind of, give us a little bit of information as to what this intergenerational public speaking competition is all about, I'm going to invite Mr. Jermaine Barrett, who is founder and executive director of the Jamaican Association for Debating and Empowerment. Sit back and hear all about it.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you're hearing me. And good
Loud
morning,
and clear, Mr. Barrett.
good morning, especially to my seniors. Whoa, you are so very special. And boy, it has come down to this. Good morning to you, Madam Moderator Rashad. Good morning to the chairperson of the National Council for Senior Citizens. Good morning to the chief coordinator, I call her the head cook and bottle washer, Miss Tamika Halliman from the National Council for Senior Citizens. Good morning to all our parish organizers. Yes, this must be a proud moment for you to witness the excellence that will be on display today of our seniors. Good morning to our mentors. Good morning to you all for working, and congratulations. You have really worked hard, worked with the seniors, and you have effectively merged and formed powerful bonds of associations and friendships with the seniors here today. So it has come to this. Weeks ago, we sent out an announcement and we gathered 18 seniors, 18 elderly persons. No, I don't like to call them elderly. Let's call them mature folks. 18 of you registered and confirmed the willingness to participate in the competition. You were all very nervous, most of you, very unassured, uncertain, hesitant, but then you participated in some workshops. Yes. And that kind of got the confidence up and going, and you felt that, yes, this is something you could take it on. We also assured you, by virtue of the fact that we assigned you a mentor, a young person who would have been there to guide you and to support you throughout the journey. And reports are so far that the mentors have been very, very good in working with you. We are very, very proud that we are today at the grand finals, a day at which we will see the very best display of public speaking talent exhibited by our seniors from across the island. We have, I noted this morning when I was looking through the information that most of the contestants here are from Western parishes. Yes, and I'm also a man from the West. So it gives me even a greater sense of pride and joy to see that. I also really, really reflect on the value of this competition and the very design of it. This is a competition with a mandate to bridge the gap between generations. Yes, seniors exist on one hand, younger persons exist on another hand, and there's very little communication happening between the two. And so the fact that we've had mentors who are, you know, a little bit more experienced in public speaking, guiding our seniors that have really led to the transmission and the flow of knowledge and experience and warmth and love between the generations. And that is what we want. Today, you will, as seniors, participate in speeches. You will present speeches, speeches lasting for 4 minutes each. Yes, each of those speeches will see you presenting on a wide range of exciting topics, and that's very, very good. Looking forward to that. But also, your speeches are going to be graded by a panel of expert judges, of which I'm just a member. The judges here today are going to be grading you on 3 core areas. You're going to be looking at your content. Yes, what exactly you say, and you will get a maximum of 4 points for content. Yes. Then you'll be looking at your style, how you deliver the speech. Are you confident? Are you articulate? Do you speak with poise and charisma? That will be graded out of 3 points. And then the strategy, like, you know, how you organize your ideas. Yes, that you will be allotted a maximum of 3 points total. So that's 10 points cumulatively. Yes, I want to encourage you seniors to go out and do your very best, strive for the highest ideals, and ensure that you come out with the winnings. All right. May the best senior and mentor team win. Thank you so very much, and welcome once again to the grand finals of the National Council for Senior Citizens Jamaican Association for Debating and Empowerment Intergenerational Speaking Grand Finals for 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett. And there you have it. So if you never know before, you know now why it is that you're here. And again, we have in store for you a treat, because here we are with our seniors, with our mature persons who partnered with their mentors, who are, some of them can be their grandchildren, some of them probably their children, some maybe even great-grandchildren. And they came together, partnered with each other, you know, over the weeks, mentorship, conversations, and we are here this morning to witness greatness. And so, from the National Council for Senior Citizens, I invite the chairman, Mrs. Grace and Scarlett Duncan, to bring us greetings. Is Mrs. Duncan here? All right, I think Mrs. Duncan is not yet here. So in the meantime, we're going to continue with the program until Ms. Duncan gets here. But ladies and gentlemen, this competition is very special to me because I've also been integral in the process from day one. So when it was a debating competition prior to COVID, I was a part of the process. And for me, it has always been a pleasure because I love my grandmother dearly, to my heart, to the soul. And so when it comes on to interacting with the seniors, there are some things that they give to you that you can't get it anywhere else. You can't buy it in a text, in a bookshop. You can't get it in a classroom. There's just that special touch, that special feel, that special element that our seniors bring to the space. Unfortunate for me and others, we've had the experience of interacting with these seniors. Because of COVID, we've kind of, had to tweak the competition a bit and made it into a more virtual public speaking type thing. And so this morning, you will be hearing from the grand finalists, because we've been through round 1, we've been through round 2, and here we are with creme de la creme. You know how the cream rises to the top? Yes, these individuals have risen to the top. And they are here this morning to show off them skills, them technical skills, them speaking skills, them intellectual skills, all the skills that they have. They are putting it all on the table for you this morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I say to you, this point in time, we will transition to the next segment of the program where we're going to be hearing from our finalists. So guess what? Sit back, relax, enjoy the show because you are in for a treat. So first up, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than Celestine Dalrymple Collins, and she is from the nice, wonderful tourism parish of St. James. And as a proud St. James girl myself, I want to welcome Miss Collins. And Miss Collins, her mentor was Sharian Jackson. So we can't highlight the seniors without mentioning who the mentors were because, you know, it was a partnership and greatness, you know, two people come together, kind of spark the fire. So Miss Collins, you are up first. The floor is yours. All right, Miss Collins, are we ready?
Yes,
And Miss Collins will be presenting this morning on things you can't learn at school. Go right ahead and give it to us, Miss Collins.
Paul Hudson in Elite Daily states, don't think for 1 minute that what schools have to offer is all the knowledge that one needs in order to live a life of prosperity. Judges, participants, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant morning. I, Celestine Dalrymple Collins from St. James, will speak on the topic, things you can't learn at school or colleges. Learn defined by vocabulary.com is to gain new knowledge or skill by studying, practicing, or experiencing. School, defined by merriam-webster.com, is a place for teaching and learning. Competitiveness in college school is mainly for grades, teachers' attention, and in sports. We did not learn that we will be challenged to compete with the rest of the world to earn money, power, recognition, which may be successful or life-threatening. Paul Hudson 2013 states, outside of school, you will learn that people will cheat, lie, and even kill for money. You will not learn in school how to thrive in the financial climate by living within your means, tracking expenses, and preparing for unexpected events. But you will eventually learn as we struggle to balance our budget, manage finances, such as saving first and spending what is left. William Winsky states, there was no sex classes, no friendship classes, no classes on how to navigate bureaucracy, build an organization, raise money, or figure out what is important to me. He continued to say, not knowing how to do these things is what mess people up in life. Did you know that schools, colleges are controlled environments? However, life experience will teach us how to deal with people and systems when they get out of control. For example, in this COVID pandemic, we will have to adapt and strive in life, which keeps on changing even without warning. Henry Ford states, you can't learn in school what the world is going to do next year. There is no course that teaches about the beauty of life and the reality of death. In schools, we are not taught how to form and nurture relationships, which is a beautiful long life process. Life is full of rejection, mistakes, aches, and pains, but we will learn to appreciate it as we interact with our environment. No one goes through life without losing a loved one, but the experience will teach us that when the night is dark, look for the stars. Mark Chernoff states, real life experiences where positions are realized, Love is found, passion is gained, and memories are made. Ladies and gentlemen, school is static, life is dynamic. Things, the situation, and circumstances are constantly changing. Real life has no set curriculum, so we can be successful and happy doing what we love with much passion rather than what is set for us to do. Life will teach us to work smarter, focus on quality, adjust quickly, evaluate situations, and find a happy and healthy lifestyle with lessons learned outside of the classroom. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Celestine. Wonderful presentation here. And I see the people begin up in the chat. Yes, man, our supporters came out in their numbers to support her. I want you to continue cheering on your contestant. They need the support, you know, because you know them nervous and them kind of shy for the camera. And this is a new thing for them. So yeah, man, cheer them on, cheer them on. And Celestine told us that real life has no set curriculum. So you can't go in a classroom, go learn about real life experiences. Nowhere in the classroom teach you about friendship. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even teach you what the world is going to do next year. In 2019, did we ever dream that we were going to be locked down? Did we ever dream we would be having functions on Zoom, online? No. So these are the things that you never ever learn in a classroom. Thank you very much for your presentation, Celestine. Second up, we have Miss Dolores Moore from the Western Parish again, but this time it's from Hanover. Unfortunate again for me, I'm also from Hanover. So, you know, some kind of torn between the parishes. So, Miss Dolores will be presenting on Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. And like a good female, we know what a good pair of shoes can do for you. So, Dolores Moore, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Marilyn Monroe states, it's on. Marilyn Monroe states, give a girl the right pair of shoes and she can conquer the world. I am Dolores Moore, representing the parish of Hanover. I present on the topic, Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, a new pair of shoes can compel you upward the ladder, transform your life, build your self-esteem, and open doors of opportunity. Cinderella isn't the only fictional character for whom a pair of shoes transformed her life. Remember the ruby red shoes Dorothy wore in The Wizard of Oz that she used to find her new home? A new pair of shoes can make you meet the right person and attain your goals. Do you know that a well-dressed person is not complete without a quality pair of shoes and stepping out to meet a date or for a job interview or just to influence people? Remember our Prime Minister showing off his clerks as he wooed young voters? Oh yes, all you need is the right opportunity, the new shoes to help you realize your dreams. There was this bright but poor child struggling financially to meet university expenses. She was granted a scholarship, studied hard, graduated with honors. She eventually went on to become the owner of a successful company. The change in her status allowed her the means to be able to dress the part as a successful business owner, with the ability to purchase as many classic shoes as she wanted to take her to the ballroom or to the boardroom. Her new purchases demonstrate the power of new shoes to change life. Sonia Raquel poses this question: how can you live the high life if you do not wear the high heels? Your values, attitudes, behavior move you upward, wearing a new pair of shoes and bring you to unmatched happiness and great reward. Here I am, a 76-year-old Cinderella, confidently stepping out in my comfortable brand name shoes to participate in this competition. My experience shows it is never too late to wear a pair of shoes that will transform your entire life. Have you ever watched the contestants in the Miss World Beauty competition as they strut the runway in their elegant footwear with class and style? Christian Louboutin tells us that shoes transform your body language and attitude. They lift you physically and emotionally. What kind of footwear will bring you the self-confidence, the drive, the wow to step out into a glamorous, happy, and fulfilled life? What doors will it open for you? Ladies and gentlemen, let us put on our dancing shoes, dance up a storm, because Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Dolores Moore. And Dolores's mentor was the Mario Patterson. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put on our dancing shoes. Because guess what? Shoes not only lift us physically, but it also lifts us emotionally. And it is never too late to wear a pair of shoes that will transform your life. Words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen. You hear how old Miss Dolores is? She's a wise woman. With age comes wisdom. So if she tell you that the shoes can change your life, go throw away the old shoes and buy yourself a new pair. Thank you very much again, Miss Dolores Moore. Up next, we have Lorna Wright out of the Breadbasket Parish of St. Elizabeth, and her mentor is Demetrius Robe. She will be presenting this morning on the topic, in order to become old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. I'm looking forward to this one.
Moderator, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Lorna Wright, representing St. Elizabeth, and I speak on the topic, to become old and wise, we must be first young and stupid. It is often said that those who are aged are also wise, and this is true. At least in most cases, those who grow in years grow in wisdom too. They gain wisdom from their experiences. They face many trials and tribulations of life and fall on uneven grounds before they learn to stand again. Thus, facing problems and learning from these experiences makes one grow and become wiser. People who are experts are usually people who have worked hard at their craft to reach their current status. They become experts by learning the essential skills that are required for them to learn. If you want to become one, you must also go through the process of learning, unlearning, and relearning. As a teacher, I usually tell my students that it is okay to make mistakes as long as they learn from them. If they're not asking any questions nor making any mistakes, obviously they're not learning much. You learn from the mistakes you and others make. Learning a foreign language is a good example. You are going to make many mistakes along the way, but you are learning from them. Is it a coincidence that when we are faced with a challenge or a problem, we seek advice from someone older who we trust? Not at all. We realize that the older person would have been there before and learned along the way. So we trust their judgment and advice. Today, if we want to bake bammies or a corn pudding, would we ask instruction from a smart teenager or an older person? An older person, of course, because we know that was their way of life, so they would have learned those skills. We all started life the same way, not knowing anything, being young and stupid. Being young and stupid really means embracing your position of ignorance. Acknowledge that you don't know, but are willing to learn. Thus, starting with this empty cup, you have the capacity to be filled up with lessons until you are experienced. Being old and wise don't always go together. Acquiring wisdom comes from accepting life lessons that come from experience, but not everyone is willing to learn or to be taught. So most people become older and wiser. Sadly, some just get older. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Lorna. Right, and Lorna mentioned the good old bammy and pudding, you know. And ironically, ladies and gentlemen, my grandmother is from St. Elizabeth. And whenever I want my bammy and my pudding, you know who I call. So I can also, I know what I do when I want to bake some bammy or when I need some pudding. So ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lorna would have told us that as young people, we need to embrace our position of ignorance. I'm gonna go like you know everything. Because guess what? With age comes wisdom. And that wisdom is not gotten overnight. It is with experience that they would have gotten that level of wisdom. So as we're young, we go and chill in our young spot, look to the elderly persons for advice until we get there and we know that we've had enough experiences to actually bring us the kind of wisdom that these our seniors bring to the table. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we will take a break. I was advised that Mrs. Grace and Scarlett is now with us and she will be bringing us greetings in the capacity of chairman for the National Council for Senior Citizens. Mrs. Scarlett Duncan.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jarrett. Good morning, everyone, and trust you are well. I've been enjoying the debate so far, and I must congratulate the speakers to get this far and are delivering with this level of excellence. I trust that the best team will win today and that this will serve as a very significant moment in our society as we work together to bridge the intergenerational gap. Let me just go quickly into my greetings. Yes, so Master of Ceremony, Mr. Jermaine Barrett, Founder and Executive Director of JADE Limited, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Executive Director, National Council for Senior Citizens and Staff, Mr. Marlon Johnson, who is our parish organizer for KC, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished speakers, boys and girls, and also to the hardworking staff there at JADE, it's just my pleasure on behalf of the Board of Management of the National Council for Senior Citizens to greet you today at this intergenerational public speaking competition. The partnership between the NCSC and JADE is significant as it serves to improve the relationships between senior citizens and youth, and also facilitate the creation of collaborative ideas and supports community development. It enables generations to work together, and this will positively impact our society. The number of Jamaicans 60 and older is growing significantly, but society is not embracing the aging population. The rapid growth of older persons in the population presents both challenges and opportunities for this country, and I urge everyone to see the opportunities. This debate will serve as a useful platform to ventilate and process some of the issues that will emerge with this rapid demographic transition. It therefore serves as a catalyst for transforming our society. Generations of politicians, lawyers, and other public figures have used debate as the launching point for their careers. So there are benefits to be accrued, especially for the younger persons who are participating in this process. The partnership between the older persons and youth was depicted in the Bible. Let us look at Judges 16 verse 26, the New King James Version. Samson said to the boy who held him by the hand, "Allow me to feel the pillars whereupon the house rests, that I may lean on them." Samson could not have found these pillars by himself, and the boy could not have done what he wanted to do. But through generational partnership, the mission was achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, there are pillars in our society that we have to pull down, and that requires our partnership. There are some issues relating to equity, empowerment, and economic and social and cultural rights that we have to address through transformative social protection, which is really the currency of social justice. Let us partner to achieve this. Let us strengthen the right pillars that support inclusion, well-being, and development of our seniors. Through debates, we can increase participation of senior citizens in different spheres of the society and promote community solidarity, increase interaction with senior citizens, and strengthen the advocacy. Let us use the debates to raise our voices against the effects of ageism, crime and violence that is affecting our society and our seniors, and call upon our seniors to guide our youth so they can stop harming themselves and others. Let us transfer wisdom that comes from sitting at the feet of wise seniors. I particularly like the topic, things you can't learn at school. I have learned so much from my grandparents and just interacting with the elderly. Let's echo the sentiments of intergenerational solidarity that will create transfers of positive values and attitudes, capacities and competencies. I commend the organizers and all the participants who have worked together to ensure today's success. As we battle COVID-19, we are mindful of the impact it has had on our seniors, but let us remain committed to build systems and structures right across our society that will help us to recover with resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, do have yourselves a wonderful day. Enjoy the debate, bring your points forward forcefully, and just keep the dialogue going. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Grace and Scarlett Duncan, Chairman of the National Council for Senior Citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, you have missed the presentations of Celestine Dalrymple Collins, and she spoke to us about things you cannot learn in school. You would have also missed Dolores Moore, who told us that Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. And you would have also missed Lorna Wright, and she spoke to us about being old and wise. But before you can be old and wise, you would have had to be young and stupid. At this point in time, you're probably wondering, why are these people here? What are they competing for? So we have a lot of prizes and surprises in store for our participants. We have the championship trophy, which naturally is going to go to the person who tops the competition today. We have gift baskets, and we also have certificates. And our participants are not the only one who are going to be benefiting here today, but our mentors as well will also be given awards. So we're on to the next half of the program, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to be hearing from Joan Smith from Central Jamaica this time around. She's the only person who's not from Western Jamaica. Remember, I tell you, I'm from St. James, I'm from Hanover. My grandmother come from St. Elizabeth. So you know that my loyalty kind of spread across all of the Western parishes. So we're going to be hearing from Joan Smith, and she's going to be speaking about life feels very much like a test that I didn't study for. This adulting thing, ladies and gentlemen, it's not working out for me. So let me hear what Joan has to say about the test that she did not study for.
Honorable judges, my fellow contestants, friends and well-wishers, a fantastic morning to you all. I'm Joan Smith from Manchester. And for the next few minutes, I'll be speaking to you on the topic, life is very much like a test I didn't study for. Good morning, all. Please put away your books and take out a clean sheet. We are going to do a pop quiz today. Words so snugly said by your teacher as you nervously put away your books and paper and whisper, Lord, have mercy, after me never study. Did you pass your pop quiz? Some you did, some you did not. Much of life is like those pop quiz moments. Suddenly unexpected challenges are flung at us from birth. We bend, we push through, we stand, we often overcome. Do you know why? Because human beings are resilient and creative. Had it not been for so many unexpected challenges that life threw at us, we would not come out of the amenities that we now enjoy. We tend to put out all the stops to find solution to our problems. There's a popular adage which said that necessity is the mother of all invention. Had not life been the biggest test we did not study for, we would not have dug deep, worked together, come up with creative solutions to our problems. I did not study for early pregnancy. No, not at all. 2012 was going down the road, bump, a precipice. There was no dead end sign to warn me. Whoops, Alzheimer's hit my mom. I know one prayer me pray. Me praying a night and me praying a day. I did not study for this when I was placed in the NCSC Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition. In round 2 was given this persuasive topic, adultery leads to happy and married. Panic button strike. Me say, sir, can I change the topic? He replied, no, miss. You pick me up, you lick me down, me bounce right back. But mister, life dropped them fast and furious on me, even though sometimes my knee battle under the pressure. I stand here as proof that I can withstand even the test that I didn't study for. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know why? because I have developed a four-pronged strategy to beat my surprise, especially those unpleasant ones that pops up at times. I call it the PASS strategy. Follow me, people. P represent the power of prayers. When my knees start to buckle, I didn't resist. I just kneel. We all know that God answers emails. A, allowing others to help me navigate the different shots the life fires at me. There is value in collaboration and leaning on each other. S, staring life in the face, asking, you know who me? I am the eye of the storm. When all around me is chaos and confusion, I just remain cool, calm, and collected. S, the final one, means scoring anything but zero on my life test. So I don't ask why me. I ask, what should I learn from this? How do I pass? Additionally, I constantly remind myself I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. I have, during my last 25,506 days, faced those situations, and I have learned from them all that life can show anybody. Sometimes we are tested not to show our weakness, but to discover our strength. My question to you, ladies and gentlemen, will you allow life tests to get you down, or will you pass? So life is a test which we never study for. And in our life and in our study, it happened suddenly. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Joan Smith. And Joan says that necessity is the mother of all invention. So when we threw her in this competition, she came up with her acronym, which is PASS. And she says she's going to power through with prayer. She's going to allow others to help her. And she's going to be staring life in its face because she's not going to score anything less than a passing grade. Well, she might score anything but zero at her life's test. So ladies and gentlemen, when you feel as though this life is that test that you never study for, take a page out of Joan's book and you too will make it along this journey. And Miss Joan Smith, her mentor was Terry Ann Chisholm, and again, she's out of Manchester. Now we're winding down, ladies and gentlemen, and we only have 2 more participants. Our next participant is Miss Lurleen Craig Jones, and she's again from the parish of St. James. Boy, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that one here, you know, because I try to figure out if it's St. James I come from now, or is Hanover, or does my loyalty lie with St. Elizabeth, or do I need to move to Manchester? I'm not sure yet, but you can help me to make that decision. And Lurleen, her mentor was Ruella Blake, and she's going to be telling us about common sense. And common sense is a flower that does not grow in everyone's garden. By the time she's done, we're going to find out if you don't have common sense in your garden. Ladies and gentlemen, Lurleen Craig Jones.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lurleen Craig Jones from the parish of St. James. My topic today is common sense does not grow in everyone's garden. What does that mean? Common sense is a natural ability to make good judgments and behave in practical and sensible way. The meaning seems pretty clear. However, common sense these days is very rare. French philosopher François-Marie de Arouth posted that common sense is a core of knowledge and wisdom that we have and think others should have as well. Nowadays, common sense has been shown to be deficient in intellectual conversations with others. And while there is some agreement on a portion of what consists of common sense, there are many variations on the theme. Different groups of people have different specializations. For example, as a frequent traveler, I would have known to put a pen in my handbag to complete documents required by immigration officers at the airport. However, a person who seldomly travels might have packed such pen in his or her luggage, making it inaccessible. Human beings have different experiences in life. As a result, this may impact our perspectives, which is unique and not so common to everyone. One of the problems with common sense is the lack of commonality of experience. Common sense comes from sharing information with others and experiences also. It can be harnessed or nurtured by preconceived notion. Moreover, common sense is exercising sound reasoning to make practical decisions in our everyday lives. Francois-Marie de Arouth further allured to the fact that common sense exists as a label of what certain people value as a fundamental set of facts and experiences. Together, these form a set of social contract. It provides a guidance so that all the people have a similar idea about what should and should not be done. And it helps to build them together. As much as I would love to plant common sense in everyone's garden, planting it does not necessarily mean it will grow, because we all have different experiences, reasoning abilities, and skills. Therefore, common sense remains uncommon. Ladies and gentlemen, for the reasons outlined above, I strongly believe that common sense does not grow in everyone's garden. Thank you, one and all.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, so common sense is not so common after all, you know. And Miss Lurleen would say to us that even though she wants to plant common sense in everybody's garden, unfortunately, it's not necessarily going to grow, because she can plant it, but you're going to have to water it and nourish it and all of those things. So there you have it. Common sense is a flower that does not grow in everyone's garden. Ladies and gentlemen, our final contestant is from the parish of St. Anne, and she is Monica Buchanan, and she'll be talking to us about being young is overrated. J.C. Henry had the privilege of being her mentor. Monica Buchanan.
What's so great about being young? They say, enjoy your youth, for when it is gone, you cannot get it back. But good riddance, I say. Good morning, judges, my fellow competitors, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Monica Buchanan, and I represent the Garden Parish of St. Anne. Today, I will show you why being young is overrated. People think that being young means you have it all. But in reality, young people seek the maturity and freedom of adults, and adults are pretty much still capable of doing the things young people can. As a young woman growing up in the country, I lived with my mother. While under her care, I had to abide by her rules and do as I was told. No back talking, no doing what I wanted. And in the moments I wanted to be free, I wish I was older. I voiced all the plans I would turn into a reality when I was older. So you see, even when I was young, I knew that being older meant doing the things I wanted, and my independence and freedom would come from when I was older and not while I am young. Anxiety and confusion plague the young, but maturity becomes a guiding force as you get older. You are sure of yourself, and your likes and dislikes become grounded in your experiences and no longer your feelings or those of your friends. You start to understand life and how the world operates. You start making realistic plans as you realize that not all your dreams becomes a reality. You value your success and learn from your failures. Wisdom comes, wisdom becomes paramount in your interactions, and you begin to get a firm grip and grasp on the roller coaster that is called life, and you enjoy the ride. Being young is overrated. It's all we seem to talk about. Like we get less important as we get older. But I believe that as we age, we become a far greater importance and value, as we are the preservers of history and the foundation on which the young build. I believe that it was a wise person that said, youth is wasted on the young, as it can be frustrating to watch young people waste away. But with time and experience, they too will come to the same conclusion that being young is overrated. We all would love if we could be young and have all the knowledge and experiences we gain as adults. But that's not possible or even realistic thinking. But I can safely say that while I enjoyed my youth and the promises that it brought, aging has been the highlight of my life. One of the greatest things about getting older is you no longer have to try so hard. No need to prove yourself or your worth, except for the occasional aches and pains life's greater on this side. So judges, believe me when I tell you, being young is overrated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica Buchanan. And Monica says youth is wasted on the young. And therefore, as you age, you become more valuable. Because guess what? They are the foundations on which history is built. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we're almost at the end of the program. But just to give you an idea of what the program looked like, we heard from Celestine Dalrymple Collins, and she told us about things you can't learn at school. We heard from Dolores Moore, Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. Lorna Wright, in order to become old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. We also heard from Joan Smith, and she says, life feels much like a test I didn't study for. We heard from Lurleen Craig Jones, and she said that common sense is a flower that does not grow in everyone's garden. And our final contestant, Monica Buchanan, and she just told us that being young is overrated. Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard from our six finalists in today's National Council for Senior Citizens, JADE, Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition 2021. At this point in time, we're gonna take a break. The judges are gonna deliberate and they're gonna come back with the results. And once they get back, we're gonna hear who it is who will go home with the trophy and the title of champion this year. But during the break, I want to give the participants the opportunity to kind of give us an idea of what the journey was like for them going through the rounds. Well, first it would have started with deciding to enter the competition, and after entering the competition, going to the training, and then, you know, meeting and greeting and learning about your mentors and all of that. So I'm going to invite the participants to share with us, the audience, what their journey to the finals was like. Who wants to go first?
Joan Smith. Yes. Good morning again. You know, the funny thing, I was on my laptop, it just went. I'm good thing I have my phone, so I just have to go back on my phone. Yes, this was really a challenge for me because I wasn't even thinking about this, and it just came sudden, books. But it was very interesting because I was saying to my third generation that you are going to school, I'm going to school, and I'm studying harder than you, because sometimes on the YouTube, I'll 11 o'clock, maybe they'll look up things on the YouTube, especially the topic that I get, adultery makes a happier marriage. That was a bit scary for me. And as I said before, when I asked, sir, can I change it? Only hear the answer, no, miss. All I could do, there's a burst out laughing. I was wondering why I was laughing so much. But anyway, thanks be to God. And with the help of my mentor, oh my Lord, you know, I sailed through this journey, and it has been a great experience for me, learning to pronounce words. And it's just, I don't know, it's just an excited feeling to know that I'm a part of this group. So I thank you.
You are welcome, Joan, and I can imagine the excitement and what went through your mind when you got that. I remember when we were looking at the topics, and you know, we don't know the individuals, so the topics were randomly assigned to different persons. But it was a topic that we thought, I wonder what would be the information presented on such a topic, because it's usually something that we don't speak about. And given that we're dealing with a senior community, you know, you all have the experience, you know the challenges that this life throws at us. But as young people, can that actually make a happier marriage? So we wanted to hear from our seniors, their perspective. And I thought that Sister Lorna did a very good job and a very exciting job at telling us how it is that adultery can actually make a happier marriage. Who else wants to share with our audience their experience, their journey throughout the competition? I see Lurleen unmuting her microphone. Go right ahead, Lurleen.
Oh my.
Yes, when I was introduced to this forum, after listening to the training session that went on, I immediately drafted up a video and sent it off to Mr. Barrett, not knowing that I should not have done that, you know, just wanted to know if I was on the right track. So I did not get an answer, but I called him and I said, I'm not sure if I'm on the right track, so I sent you a video, let me know. And he said, man, you're early, you sent a video. But that is as far as it went. So when I contacted my mentor and other people that were behind me, I did the video and sent it to them, and they said, yes, man, this is good. Especially my mentor, she said, okay, you don't need any help, man, you have done well. I said, no, I must need help. But anyway, I say this to say that from that first video, and it has been assessed, and I did my correction and I sent it in. On the second one, the first one was about music. And I'm a person that loves music, so I really gravitated to that one. The second one, I think it was about gadgets and children. And I was with my grandson at the time, and he is somebody that does not leave his tablet or his laptop. So there and then I drafted something about him and I put him in the video. And I was told that, no, I could not use him in that form. I have to word it. So I restructured, and I was having problems with my phone, and the video wouldn't go through to anyone. And I got frustrated on the Friday morning, and I said, anything is anything. And I borrowed my daughter's phone, and she was saying, I'm hurrying to go to work, mommy, and you need to make the people them help you and whatever. Anyway, I quickly sent it off to 3 different people and said, okay, take a look at this and see what it is. And then I got my corrections and I clear up my phone and went ahead and finalized it on my phone. But the feeling I had, it was kind of despondent because of the phones not working for me. So I said, you know, anything is anything, I'm sending it in. So when I saw my name for the final, the semi-final, I said, oh my God, if I could have gone through then with that feeling, then I need to cheer up and see what I can do with this one. But I didn't know that topics were being picked for me. But anyway, I went ahead and I have a little book here. And this book has many, many pages of what I have written over and over again to come to perfection. Even at this point, my hand is failing me. So I am saying, I went all out with the help of others, and I want to say thanks for all those who helped. And here I am. Even if I am not the top winner, I am a winner in myself, because this whole thing has brought out a new me. And I want to thank Miss Jackson, our parish organizer. She was the one that pushed me to it. He said, go ahead and do what you can do. And I said, okay, I'm not sure. And she said, one of the time when I got despondent, I said to her, I'm just going into it. If I win, I win. And she said to me, Mrs. Jones, in that tone she has, Mrs. Jones, if that is the attitude you have, then you're not going to win. And I said to her, okay, I just wanted to get your response, you know, the tough love. So here I am. Whatever comes, I am happy. And this platform has made me a better person. And I thank you all.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us, Ms. Lurleen. All right. Who else wants to share their experience?
I will go now.
Go ahead, Mrs. Buchanan. Oh, that was Celestine? My
Yes.
apologies. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm Celestine Dalrymple Collins. I'm from St. James. I did not know anything about this debate. And to tell you the truth, in my professional life, I've planned debates, but I've never debated as a participant. So a friend called me and was telling me about the competition and said, I want you to enter. I said, no, I can't take on any studying and researching and at this time. She said, go ahead, man. It's not that challenging. Go ahead. So the arrangements were made and I was signed in. When I got my first topic, I started my research. Sleepless nights because of the activities that I am doing in the days. So I spend most of the night doing the research. And to my surprise, I was in the second round. In the second round, it was extremely challenging because I lost my brother and I had to be traveling from St. James to St. Mary Portland, helping with the arrangement. So the time factor was so tight, you know. So when I came back down and was close to the deadline, I said to my daughter, I don't think I'm going to enter this one. She said, Mommy, just go ahead, man. Do the research and I'll help you. And even on the night when it was to go in, mine went in. I think mine went in the latest, very close to 12. And the system was giving problem. We were dropping internet and I became so frustrated. But she was there with me and she encouraged me. And I must give thanks to my mentors. They were so helpful, especially Miss Jackson. She would call me and find out how are things and motivate me and so on. Well, this final one, I started early, get my things together. Yesterday, she called me when I was doing the rough work and writing out and motivated me again and said, go ahead. And I have some friends who called me and said, the debate is on tomorrow. Are you a part of it? And I said, yes, but I'm not ready. And they said, all right, man, get ready. And I'll be watching you tomorrow. And so for me personally, it was an experience. It reminds me of long ago when I was in college, university, and studying and doing research. So, I mean, I give thanks for it and I appreciate the drive, the motivation. And so all the participants were good and we congratulate ourselves for reaching this. And wherever we were placed, we can say we were in the finals. And I feel so good, feeling a little calm now, because I'm actually a bundle of nerves. I'm feeling very calm. And I do appreciate the opportunity of saying something. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Celestine, in that room for Collins. And listen, Bernie tell me, Miss Collins, that you used to teach at Cornwall College. And I went to the school across the road.
I hope it's not Mr. Barrett.
Yes, man. So that is why you can understand how the dynamics shift. When I said to you that I don't know where my loyalty lies, But thank God I don't have nothing to do with it. All right. So thank you very much. I'm seeing some of the mentors here. Any other mentors would like to share what their experiences, their experience was going through the journey with their mentees? Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to bridge that gap, that age gap, that generational gap. And that is why we came up with this idea to partner, to pair, and to have this collaboration between our seniors or mature persons and our young persons. So we also want to hear from the other side, or mentors, what the journey was like. Anyone want to take the floor and share the experience? Hold on, my mentors them getting shy. What's happening here? Don't let me have to call somebody, JC. Is JC still here? No. All right, I see Sharian. Sharian? Oh, Miss Moore wants to say something. All right, Miss Moore wants All right, Miss Moore, go ahead and share your experience.
Thank you for the opportunity. I must say, thanks to Miss Denise Shaw, my parish coordinator, for the strength and for the encouragement she gave me even during her time of illness. And when she asked me to enter the competition, I said, Miss Shaw, me, too old for that. She said, no, Mrs. Moore, I know you can do it. And as brave and as bold as I was, I said, all right, yes. Little did I know the challenges I would face trying to stay with the topic. I changed how I looked at it several times. I shared it with others. I was not just getting it right. But my major challenge was round 2, when I was pulled out of my comfort zone. And when I presented that topic, I said, I don't even want to hear it again, because it was a wow moment, but at the same time, a very humbling situation. And I write, thanks for the computer, you can always edit. And my second round, and I noticed I didn't hear anything until later I heard, oh, you are one of the participants in the finalists. And I said, me? Then they gave me the topic. And first I thought that a new pair of shoes, I started to disagree with the topic, really, because it's not just a shoe that would make the person, that would change the life of a person. But then when I looked at it again, I said, am I answering what I've been asked to do? So I changed it. And I changed it. And I want to say thanks to Dr. Hickswell Douglas, who was on board with me every step of the way and giving me the encouragement, editing, and all of that. And for my family support during this time of challenge. And my dear audience, if I were to do it again, I don't know, but the experience was wonderful. I've learned, I have pulled myself beyond my age limit, and I have come through to the final. And I must congratulate all the other finalists. We all did well as seniors. We're young, but we're not cool. And we can step out in our dancing shoes and dance the night away. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dolores Moore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, since our mentors don't want to talk, I had the opportunity last year to serve as a mentor, and my mentee came third in the competition, and I was extremely proud of her. But what stood out for me wasn't so much that she made it to the finals and came third, but the experience that I shared with her. So for me, it was from the get-go, we agreed on how it is that we were going to proceed. So she works, I work, and so we had to agree on a time period when we would have conversations. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, at 1 o'clock in the night, me and my mentee on the phone, and we're not necessarily talking about the speech, you know. We're talking about our grandson. We're talking about our business. She's giving me advice. I'm giving her advice on the technology, and we're talking about so many other things. So that for me was the fulfilling part of the experience. So yes, she did well, and she went through the different rounds, and we had the jitters and the nerve, and I was so taken aback by how these mature persons actually get nervous, because I'm like, you've been through this before, like you're so much older than I am, you've probably spoken in so many different spaces and done so many of these things, but then they're getting nervous. And she was so surprised at how calm, cool, and collected I was about the whole situation. And so we shared that experience, and that made the journey a fulfilling one for us overall. And so I'm saying to all, if there are young persons in the room, next year I'm sure we'll be partnering again with the National Council. If you want to come on board as a mentor, it's a very good experience for you, because these seniors have so much to offer, so much that we take for granted, so much life experiences, so many things that they've been through that they can share. And while we're going through our challenges, they can give us very good advice. All right, so take the opportunity, come on board, become a mentor, and get that enriching experience that I have had the opportunity to get from being a mentor in the program last year. And I see Monica wants to also share her journey with us.
Here. Okay. Wait. Okay. When Miss Williams called me and asked me if I want to be a part of a program, I said, what program? And she told me, and I said, no, my brain too old, I know, me can't believe I took me, I know. Anyway, she said, yes, Monica, I know you can do it. Just try it, man. And I did. Then I reflected myself and said, boy, really, I'm going to try now because I later I don't, it's spelling bee. Until I couldn't, then I'm not going to let her down this time. So I took on the task. And when I started, the first one, which was climate change, I said, it wasn't that bad. And then I went through to the round one with the other competitors. And I said to the children, boy, this thing, man, interrupt my brain, interrupt my nerves. I don't think we can go no further with it. And they said, the children say, Mommy, you can, and the grandchildren say, Grandma, you can. And I say, I can't talk, I don't have to sit up late at night and do all sort of research. And yeah, somebody say, thank God we didn't learn how to use phone and computer because we don't know what I do. Anyway, I said to one of my friends, and I've seen it, when I'm seeing it, I said to her, I said, well, my even pick me, because we just can't bother. So one day, then I can't see the results are come, and I say, oh, go on. Well, I wish so God we could have made a funny. And one morning, the friend called me, that's Janice Barrett, my good friend, and she called me, and she was laughing. I'm saying, what's with you, sir? He said, Monica, you know I know what's with me. Same thing when you say, you know, on the funny, but let me tell you something, my girl, the funny big. You say, what? She said, yes, your name picked for round two. I said, they must be mad. I said, well, I'm sorry, no, why am I put me through? Anyway, I went with it with a heavy heart because let me tell you something. When the last thing when they say nobody speaks English correctly. That's what competitors and everybody else. Let me tell you, man, the barley of water, the cry. Because I couldn't get it. And my granddaughter said to me, say, Grandma, why you crying? And I said, me can't be there, man. Everybody thinks I'm young. And then she said, Grandma, don't worry. I said, just take your time and go through what you write and put it together, and then I'll help you. But she's so busy with her schoolwork and her internship, so I didn't want to really drag her down that road. Anyway, she did help me, and I finally got through to the top 6, which was made me even more surprised because I said, Mr. Brighter do to me. Anyway, I'm here today, and I just want to give God thanks. I want to thank, first of all, give God thanks for what He has brought me through, and He has helped me along the journey with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I just want to thank Miss Williams and my family and friends, especially from my Senior Citizens Club, where they push me along. Everybody said, Monica, you can't do it, Monica, you can't do it. Because they didn't know what I have to go through to do what I'm doing. But I thank God for this experience, and I thank you, Miss Jarrett and Mr. Barrett, for having me on your program. And this has opened my, what I would say now, my mind for wider and greener fields. So thank you and good luck to the fellow competitors, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Monica. And that was a bittersweet moment, you know, because when you think about the tears and all the struggles, and I know those mind-boggling moments when your brain feel like it's going to just explode because you can't grasp a concept or you don't get it right and you just can't seem to get it right. But guess what? You are here today. You made it to the finals. You made it in the top 6. And so in that moment, you are victorious because you have progressed, you stuck it out, and you have made it thus far. So no matter what happens here today, you survived and you made it. So congratulations to you, Monica, and to all the other participants, because you told us, you showed us what it looked like not to quit, not to give up, even when things became challenging, even when you had to shed a tear, you stuck to the task at hand. And that is a valuable lesson, because there are times when us as young persons, we find ourselves in some struggling situations and we want to throw in the towel and we want to give up. But if anything that you can take from today is that these seniors have taught us stick-to-itiveness. So you've taken on a challenge and you're gonna see it through to the end. All right. I'm going to invite Mr. Barrett. He wants to share a few words with us, and then we will get into announcing who our top 3 persons are in the 2021 National Council for Senior Citizens JADE Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition. And guys, it's a mouthful. It is a mouthful, but we all know why it is that we're here today. The floor is yours, Mr. Barrett.
Thank you very much, Roshana. And I tell you, as I hear the participants speaking and sharing their own experiences, I feel compelled to share mine as well. I remember at the beginning of the competition, the training sessions were so invigorating, so fun, so exciting. I was meeting new persons. I was doing what I do best, which is to coax persons out of the nerves and the hesitancy. And as the competition progressed, I know my competitors would have oftentimes been messaging me and not getting through and wondering what's happening, what's causing the delay, and so forth. And at varying points, I would pop in and I would share some of the calamities that I was going through. My foster dad, you know, he got sick and I had to be attending to him and caring for him. And so just wasn't able to extend myself as much as I wanted to, as much as I probably did last year. At some point in the journey, I contracted COVID. Now, I'm somebody with a whole lot of comorbidities. And so having contracted COVID, I was plunged into a state of crisis because although, you know, fully vaccinated, happy about that, I was very, very concerned. My doctors were also concerned. And it's funny how I thought I caught COVID because you know, just in visiting the doctors and so forth to look for my dad, I think I might have picked it up somewhere. Again, one of the things that I think this competition has done for me is to be a great tower of strength and support for me. I remember when I shared with my participants here the fact that I'm visually impaired and the fact that I'm having difficulties, my dad is sick. All of the prior warriors came out and then petitioned the throne of grace. And I got lots of messages with prayers and, you know, concerns and checking up on me. And when I would explain to persons, you know, what is leading to the delay, you all understood. And so I want to say to you all, thank you so very much. You are an amazing bunch of human beings, first and foremost. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. I also want to say to you, thanks for, oh, my camera was off, I'm so sorry. Thanks for just showing me with love, just understanding, just working at every single stage of the way. I heard the messages of, oh, I can't bother this too hard, I can't deal with it. I remember one participant calling me, Joan called me to say, you know, she wanted to change her topic, and I just said, no, can't be done. And she just accepted it, she laughed, and she did an impressive job. I've heard all of the stories, and those of us who speak professionally, publicly, know that it is hard. It is hard, but to see you as a testimony to your great and tenacity, you have stuck with the program, and you are here just warms my heart for just what has been an exciting journey. I have made friends, I have gained enormous support. The best speaker win. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Barrett. And ladies and gentlemen, we are actually just a few minutes away from the wrapping up of this program. And in this moment, I have been given the responsibility, or I don't know if I want to be the bearer of bad news or I consider myself the bearer of good news. But in this moment, I think I'm the bearer of excellent news because guess what? No matter who gets the championship trophy today, all the participants, all 18 individuals who were brave enough to sign up to this competition, not knowing what this competition was about, not knowing the rigors and the brain power that would be required, but you made that bold step and you put your name down on a piece of paper and said, I will be that one. So ladies and gentlemen, congratulations for taking on the challenge. And we are extremely proud of you, no matter what happens here today. I'm sure your regions are proud, your regional managers are proud, your co-workers, your friends, your family. I see some cheers in the WhatsApp, in the chat, people beginning up their mother and their auntie and all these people. And you developed a support system, a team that carried you on their backs to the finals of this competition. And for that, we say congratulations. Congratulations, not just to the participants, but their supporters, because without you, we would not have been doing this today. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the grand announcement? Are you ready for hear who win? Who do you think win? Anybody know who the winner is? Anybody suspect who the winner is? Anybody have any idea? Nobody not know? I'm here alone them tell. All right. So I'm going to start with our second runner-up, then the first runner-up, and then the winner. So we're going to start with third place, second place, and then the winner. So we had 6 participants making it to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. And just to remind you who our participants were and the topic that they spoke on, we had Celestine Dalrymple Collins, Things You Can't Learn at School. Dolores Moore said that Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. Lorna Wright said, in order to become old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. Joan Smith says, life feels much like a test I did not study for. Lurleen Craig Jones says, common sense is a flower that does not grow in everyone's garden. And Monica Buchanan says being young is overrated. Ladies and gentlemen, in third place, and let us hear the drum roll. Let me sound effect them there. We don't have any sound effects. All right. So put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as we announce in third place for this year's intergenerational public speaking competition. In third place is Dolores Moore from Hanover. And Dolores Moore, mentor was the Mario Patterson, and she said that Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. And this, ladies and gentlemen, was in fact a new pair of shoes. She took on the challenge and she stepped out in her high heels and she stood on the dancing floor and she danced the night away. So here she is copying her third place award. Congratulations, Dolores. We are so proud of you. All right, my sound effects guy, get some sound effects. We need some sound effects, but we need some drama. All right, in second place, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. Out of the wonderful parish of St. James, and it's a female. And in second place is none other than Things You Can't Learn in School, Celestine Dalrymple Collins. Congratulations, Celestine. We definitely can learn a lot of these things in school. We can learn about friendship. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We don't know what life is going to throw at us. We just can't read them in our textbook. And the moment we have all been waiting for, and it comes down to this moment. I know me feel the butterfly without no belly. Like we feel the nerve. Anybody else sweat? Anybody nervous? Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, this individual went through round 1, they went through round 2, and they were very, very challenged. They even wanted to throw in the towel because they feel like, say, this was just too much for them senior brain. But they stuck to the task and they went through the rounds. And today, this individual will be going home with a trophy, with a title, the title of Champion Public Speaker for the National Council for Senior Citizens and the JADE Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition 2021. And she told us in round 2 that adultery actually makes very good marriages, makes happier marriages, and she wanted to change our topic. Ladies and gentlemen, copying the title this afternoon, this morning is none other than Joan Smith, who feels as though life is a test that she did not study for. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, because Joan is very much deserving of the title. She stood the course, and today she is reaping the reward for hard labor. Congratulations, Joan Smith. We're so proud of you. Congratulations on behalf of JADE. Congratulations on behalf of the National Council for Senior Citizens. Congratulations from the parish of Manchester. Congratulations from everybody. Oh, Joan humble, you know. She humble. She not go one bad and be bad. You see, she nice and humble. She just said, thank you. So, Joan, I'm going to give you the opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you the opportunity.
I'm not such an emotional person.
Just send some shout out. Just tell the people that big up everybody. Just tell the people that how much I appreciate the help. Just tell them how you feel in this moment.
Yes, ma'am. Tell them.
Me have to say, Mr. Bird, first of all, man, when that topic, man, I don't want to change.
Well, I the Joan, can you support them and take over the chat? Well, I Joan,
Congratulations, me auntie! You must well breathe and you know hit the grandmother way in there, run the marathon and you take it up. Yes! Can't wait, but me still enjoy see auntie.
Well, I see your supporters came out, Joan. Thank you. Go ahead, Joan.
And our organizer, Miss Marlene, my Entwerterian. Oh my God, my church family, because when I share this adultery thing, everybody say, I wonder how I'm going to get through that one. But that was the most challenging one, believe you me. But funny thing, it might sound weird. So I have started the competition. We just feel confident. That's all about it. Because even the second round come and my mentor say, you must feel happy. I don't know. That's how I am. I just accept it without any emotion. This one still feel confident. I don't know why, but I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And funny thing, he said, and I'll always acknowledge him. So anything in this competition, I put him from. He said, Lord, I'm going to do this. And a lot of going on the YouTube and different. I didn't know there was so many information on YouTube. Believe you me. And I am truly grateful for this competition. I was even saying that, boy, even during this COVID time, nobody shouldn't be so lazy and feel discouraged like you want to give up in life, because there's just too much things on YouTube for people to learn. So I just want to thank all my supporters. Thanks. This hard pronunciation, the JADE NCSC Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition. It has been a journey for me. And I just want to say thanks be to God. He allowed me to come out
that he can get the glory. Because I wonder sometimes, I say, God, why you allow me to be in this competition? I don't know the reason. But then again, I go look back, I say, God, I know there is some reason. And I'm excited because when I heard Mr. Burt that his father was ill, I was so prompted to pray with him. I didn't do it on the group, I did it personally. So, I am grateful to God. I said, probably God, this was why you placed me in the competition that I could offer prayer there. Because if it was not for the competition, I would know about Mr. Barrett. So I am grateful to God for this privilege that I was so blessed. And thanks, Miss Marlene, because she just dropped it on me because I love to write. That's what. Because I said if I had known that I had the skill of writing, before I am this old, I would be making a lot of cash, but I didn't know before. So Miss Smiley said, I know you can do it, man. So I just want to say thank God. Thank everybody, fellow contestant. Wow, great job. So I just want to say, God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joan Smith. I'm seeing your mentor here, but I don't think she wanted to speak with us earlier when I had opened the floor for mentors to respond, but I would like the opportunity
I was in
as well.
class.
Oh, my apologies, Terry.
Yes,
So you come out to come
I was
support.
in class and I heard my name and I was in the middle of a presentation. I was like, oh my God, I can't answer.
That's fine, but how are you feeling knowing that you helped Miss Joan Smith to actually get this far, copying the competition and taking home the title?
It is an excellent feeling. And let me tell you something, this is coming on the heels of one of the hardest days that I've had to face. I said goodbye to a good friend yesterday. He died from COVID. And I was feeling down and everything, and to come today, not just for Miss Jones win, to see all the contestants doing extremely well, this is not their comfort zone, and they have pulled out all the stops. They have learned new skills. They are proof that, trust me, you can do anything. I feel so good. And as Miss Jones said, she's always very optimistic. So when she didn't even see the message that she had moved on to finals. And I was all excited, leaving voice note, yay, you're in the finals, and all of these. And she was so cool and calm and like, I knew I was gonna make it. I was like, all right then. And then when I listened to her practice, I said, yeah, man, we're updating your luck. We're gonna win this thing. So, great job to all the contestants, especially to my mentee. I'm elated. Congratulations to you, Jermaine, for conceptualizing this. This is something that should continue. I hope it's not a one-shot type of thing. You really need to even expand it. It's awesome. I'm happy, I'm elated. Go, Miss Joan.
Thank you very much, Terry.
Roshada, I beg your second or two.
Go ahead, Mr. Barrett.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is not about me. This is about a team, yes? Roshana Jarrett, the head of my projects team, my project department, and Ruella Blake, also her assistant. They have been the wind beneath my wings, right? I mean, them just so graceful and so easy with me. All when we're missing all of the deadlines, they're just reminding me about, oh, Jermaine, did you send this out yet? Jermaine, has this done yet? And we kind of just have each other's backs, yes? And so at a time like this, I am moved to just say, thank you so very much, Roshana. And I can imagine you must feel very proud as well, as you should.
It's my pleasure, Jermaine. And don't forget, tell the people that you called me 1 hour before the competition started to tell me that I posted this event.
Yes.
So I was never prepared to be hosting this event today, guys. On the program, it says Mr. Cleveland Tomlinson. And Jermaine called me this morning to say we're having some technical challenges, and Madam Project Director, you're going to have to take over the show. So here I am, ladies and gentlemen, and can I tell you that being a part of JADE is one of the most fulfilling things that I've done in my life. Like, we're usually interacting with young people, And now we've extended ourselves to interacting with our seniors. And for us, this is an eye-opening experience. This is a even more fulfilling experience. And so it is always my pleasure, as much as it's completely volunteer. Yes, it's a voluntary organization. And so we do what we do, not for the likes, but we do it for the love, right? So thank you again, Terry, and the mentors as well. They're simply volunteering. So they're doing this as well because they too are passionate about the dream. They too are passionate about the vision in bridging this generational gap. And on that point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask, well, do we have any announcements, Mr. Barrett? I don't think we have any announcements. I've just made the presentations. So I'm now going to invite Ms. Ingrid Hardy to bring us the vote of thanks.
Hi, morning. Tamika Haliman here. I'm the person doing the vote of thanks this morning.
My apologies. Go ahead, Ms. Haliman.
All right. I am really excited to be a part of this. It is my first time doing this, and I must tell you, I'm extremely happy to see the participants. I'm extremely happy to see the mentors, to see all the persons that are cheering you on, the parish organizers. I'm really happy, and I'm saying thank you very much for making this a momentous event. Miss Smith, Miss Jones Smith, congratulations very much. I enjoyed your presentation. Everybody's talking about it, the one on adultery. I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed this one as well. For all the other competitors, all the other finalists, Mrs. Dalrymple Collins, Miss Moore, Miss Craig Jones, Miss Buchanan, Miss Lorna Wright, thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Mrs. Scarlett Duncan, our chairperson, thank you for bringing greetings for us. And on behalf of the National Council for Senior Citizens, we say, well done, everybody. Thank you for your participation. Looking forward to doing it again next year.
Thank you very much. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure serving as your moderator for this, the grand finals of the National Council for Senior Citizens JADE Intergenerational Public Speaking Competition 2021. My name is Rashana Jarrett. I'm the Director of Special Projects within the Jamaican Association for Debating and Empowerment. And I will leave you with this quote. It says, facing challenges with strength, determination, and confidence is what matters, and you have done it. May this success lead to a greater achievement in the years to come. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, and I do hope that you will continue to let your voices be heard and contribute to whatever conversation is being had. On that note, I say thank you on behalf of on behalf of JADE, the Jamaican Association for Debating and Public Speaking.
Bye, everyone. See you all next year. Keep safe.